Hello Standard 5, welcome to our social studies lesson, and today we are continuing with our topic resources and economic activities, and our focus today will be forestry. So we start by asking ourselves, what is a forest? A forest is a large trees growing together. That is what we call a forest, large or a lot of trees growing together. That is what we call a forest. So forestry. Now forestry is what? Forestry is the planting and taking care of trees and forests. So what we are calling forestry is this planting of trees and taking care of them. So after we plant all these trees and they become a forest, so taking care of them is what we are calling a forestry. So we have two types of forest in our country, Kenya, and all of these types we have natural forest and planted forest. So what are natural forests? Natural forests are the trees growing on their own. They are trees, or this natural forest consists of trees that grow on their own. Nobody has planted them. They have just grown on their own. So they are natural, that such that we human beings have not participated in planting these trees. They have just grown on their own. So what are the characteristics of this natural forest? One of the characteristics of this natural forest is that trees grow to different heights. So trees in the natural forest grow to different heights. So the height of these trees is not uniform. They have different heights. Then another characteristic is that they are mainly hardwood. So the trees that are mostly found in the natural forest, they are hardwood. They are hardwood trees. Then there is big undergrowth. So there is undergrowth. There are some plants that grow under these trees. That is what we are calling a big undergrowth. Some other some other vegetation now grow in these forests, and these vegetations are very big. Then another characteristic is that trees take long time to mature. So trees in a natural forest, they take very long time to mature. So those are the characteristics of the natural forests. On the other side here we have planted forest, and we ask ourselves, what is a planted forest? A planted forest, they are the one that have been planted by human beings. The trees in this forest have been planted by human beings. So what are the characteristics of planted forests? One is trees are of the same species. So the trees that grow or that are planted in this planted forest, they are of the same species. So they grow. When these farmers are planting them, or these people are planting these trees, they plant the trees of the same species. Then another characteristic is that trees are mainly softwood. So the trees that are mainly found in planted forest are mainly softwood. Then another one is that trees mature very fast. These in planted forest mature very fast. Then there is little or no undergrowth. So in this planted forest, there is very little or no undergrowth because they are planted by human beings. So human beings they weed these other plants that are trying to grow, and that is why there is little or no undergrowth. So what are the importance of forest? What are the importance of forest? One of the importance is they protect sources of rivers. So trees or these forests protect the sources of rivers. As you know, in most of the rivers in our country, their source is in the forest. Or most of these rivers, their sources are in various forests in our country. So they protect those sources of those rivers. Then another importance of forest is that they protect soil from erosion. They protect soil from erosion. So the plants, these trees when they grow, they hold the soil. So the soil is not eroded when it rains or when we have some wind. So there is no erosion. That is, they protect soil from erosion. Then another important is that they are source of firewood. they are source of firewood. So these forests are sources of firewood. As you know, most of the people in our country, they use firewood as a source of fuel. So they get this firewood from the forest. Then another importance is that they are forests are sources of raw materials. Sources of raw materials. So some companies get their raw materials from the forest, like the paper company, the one that produce these papers. They get their raw materials from some planted forest. Another importance is that forests, they are the home of wildlife. So most of the wildlife live in the forest. So they protect they protect the wildlife. That is the habitat of this wildlife is in the forest. Then there is creation or create employment opportunities. So there is creation of employment opportunities, whereby now we have some forest workers. So there are some people who are given work to protect this forest, and so that is how the forest creates employment. Then help in rain formation. So the areas that have land forest, they receive high rainfall compared to areas that have no forest. So it helps in rain formation. Another important is that increases soil fertility. So the forest, when the leaves from these trees fall, they decay and they form some humus, and that is now how the forest now increases soil fertility. So out of all these now, what we are supposed to know is that the trees now, or this forest now, we are supposed to protect them. We are supposed to take care of all the trees in the forest because of all this importance. Because also these trees, these forests, they make our environment beautiful. So we are supposed to protect them. So that is that for today. Have a good day.